and gentlemen, it is now my privilege to introduce our distinguished guest of honor, Professor Kumar Bijoy, a renowned academician, researcher, mentor, and thought leader whose contributions to finance education, entrepreneurship, public policy, and institutional development have earned him widespread recognition. Professor Kumar Bijoy currently serves as professor and head of the Department of Financial Studies at Shaheed Sukhdev College of Business Studies, University of Delhi. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to our distinguished guest of honor, Professor Kumar Bijoy.
Good afternoon to one and all, those on dais, off dais, and our very, very close and friend, Professor Duen, as well as Professor Paul. Thanks, IPER, especially Khalsa Sir, Narendra ji, for giving me this opportunity to address this August gathering. The people, the scholars who are sitting here. I had this great opportunity to meet Professor Vice Chancellor Vivek Sharma ji. That's again, thank you, sir, giving me this opportunity. The topic is really two important dimensions of revolution in the modern era. One side, the way people are choosing the work, and second side, the way work is going to be redefined. One is gig, another is AI. That's the two important component. Now, question is, on the subject, related to subject, the entire house is very much expert. Large number of scholars are sitting here who must have done their deep learning and paper preparation ready to present. So nothing to have to say about gig. And even after those scholars who have already said. But I am going to have some brief, my own personal feeling, not from head, from heart, what exactly it is and how it is going to be. Long back, I'm talking about 3 decades back, when India had started its globalization journey under early 90s, and I was witnessing one of the interview of big business tycoon from India, Ratan Tata ji. And what was the question that now how you look the this opening of Indian economy? And his sweet answer was, we have already seen the Britishers' Raj. We had seen First and Second World War. We have seen independence of India and followed by a lot of if and buts, ups and downs. So we will see this also. Exactly same here. I am trying to understand that when we talk about gig, we talk about AI, this will also go. Khalsa Sahab started with very, you know, base data and had projected in a very big way. And I feel it's a very happy feeling, figures turning into trillion to quadrillion, that kind of a global economy it is going to be. But mega question is, when everyone, every report, every researcher, every finder says that AI is going to create more job than taking away the job. Question is how to really know. So my addressal is more related to what is going to be there in the future, how you are going to make it in the future, and what kind of safety is really required. And generally, very high platform, people keep on saying, even it might be possible another 5 to 10 years of time, the job which is going to rule might not be right now existing. So if this is the case, then how to prepare for it? What kind of learning is required? Even Professor Duen was talking about education. So I'm taking that education, how it is to be. Are we really looking into course curriculum or we are looking into skill development? That's very important is. So if we shift our focus from simple learning to skill development and output to outcome, we will be winner. We will get aligned. Whatever it is going to come, let it to be there. I am skilled and my aptitude is there to really align with it. The moment you are aligned with it, problem is not there. Second important aspect is what are those skills really required? Again, skill are many. Are we going to talk about those hard skill, soft skill, or mental adaptation? What kind of things we are looking into this? So gig is there. I had opportunity to interact many gig workers, and especially for last 2 3 years, I had been interacting. This is by nature also trying to understand this new way of thinking, especially the young one, when they say, Sir, I will not be able to do a job of 10 to 5. It is not fitting to my mind. So now question is, what is wrong with it? No, sir, I can't, get any boss here. Boss will say, come at this time, and especially in a biometric age where you are ultimately whatever you have read, whatever your qualification, ultimately you have to show your thumb imprints. So we call in Hindi angutha chhap banata hai. Now question is, in that environment it will not be possible to have it. Even for a 1 day leave you have to request your boss. So these are the certain things which are really inviting, encouraging, and attracting this gig environment or platform environment. That's what one very important aspect. No doubt, the kind of projections which is there, it is because of these attractions. I'll tell you, there was a time when students who were preparing for competitive examinations or doing graduations, post graduations, they were actually a kind of cost centers in the terms of finance. Right now, good number of them are the revenue centers, not the cost centers. They are preparing, but they are freelancing also. And they don't require to connect anyone because this platform is giving them opportunity sitting at home. And with the skills, they have got it. So one side they are preparing, they are doing. Sometimes they come to us as a teacher, sir, internal test is there, class attendance is there, but I have to go to meet the client. Now, client is also there. A first year student in the graduation talks like this. A third year student says, sir, my client is the priority. Exam is, we can appear afterward also. Why? Because more than million they are earning per annum being a student. That kind of environment this gig has given. So undoubtedly, the point of attraction is too much. It is going to be there. But the second, this is why I said this is very, very attractive. The people are choosing their job. But what job is choosing? How way of work is going to be changed? And that's what the second junction is there called AI. AI is there. Now, first, of course, we all know it's artificial intelligence. Now, only two question is there. Is it really the AI as a way of work or it is by of way of work? It is only way of work or it is augmented way of work? And that is the point where we are looking into it, that will it be substituting or will it be augmenting? Wherever substitution is there, the nature of job, it is going to get substituted. The way Professor Paul was really mentioning that the second wave is going to have so-called high-end professionals, the way anthropics and others are really coming, that even coding is not required now. It is going to be there on their own. Now, question is, in this environment, what exactly we are going to do? How we are going to make it possible? What will be surviving? We talk about a lot of this, cab services, delivery services, all these services, and we all know another side drone is going to take, automated car is going to take, entire this technology is going to substitute it. So change is going to be there. Now change is the only constant, which has been again very old proverb. But the question is now what we have to be alert enough is what is the momentum of change? How quick it is going to be there? And the momentum makes thrill, but it also kills. So are we going to be in the thrill side or on the kill side? We have to decide. So only three messages I want to give it. First thing, especially to the researchers, scholars, and the students, that what you should focus on. Three important dimensions. First, use your energy very effectively with empathy, with emotion, proper engagement. Look into that. So, if your energy is engaged ethically with empathy, then in that case, you will find out you will be always a survivor. Not only you will be a change leader, you will look into that change. Second, it should be always human centric. Technology will keep on supplementing. You have to look upon. Ultimately, whatever it is there, entire technology is going to be a facilitations, but ultimately true research is required. Whatever these facilities are going to have, whether it is your food is delivered, but food has to be produced. That is what required. Science has to work. Then only it will be made. Medicine search will be there, but medicine has to be, or vaccine has to be discovered. It can't be possible that you will, without discovery, whatever your search engine will be able to give you information. Yes, that discovery, that research will get facilitated through lot of data, which was time consuming in nature. So research, you have to take great advantage of it. Second important is keep on asking question to yourself that whatever the research you are going to have it, whatever the study you are going to make it, who is going to get benefit out of it, how it is going to contribute not only for one another research published and recorded, is it going to make a difference in the humankind? Is it going to take any kind of a different route, different branch, different exercise? If it is yes, then certainly those research is meaningful. And third important point, first identify yourself that what exactly your skill is, what exactly you are liking. If you are liking in a particular way, don't go with an haphazard way. Right now, there is a study which is talking about researchers' output. Even we in university interviews, we keep on looking that for compliances, you all know that everywhere compliance is required in teaching environment, and 10 papers has to be there, and find out 10 papers in 10 direction. We can't identify even after 15 years or 20 years of teaching of a person that what is his strength area. Research is not speaking. He will talk a lot about himself, but ultimately he is not focused into what exactly he is going to do it. So make sure that when you are focusing, when you are making research, select your topic very effectively, look into that, how this is going to work. So this gig is going to expand. And the second level, which is there, professionals are going to come in big way, because overall environment, if you analyze, you'll find out there has been, especially to India, there has been a good job by government. Government is a very good employer, undoubtedly, without any second thought. If you talk about as an employer, no one could be competing as an employer like government. Second one is, of course, the corporate environment, which is we normally called as privately owned. Third one is that freelancer, freelancing is there. And fourth one is the ultimately it's this called gig economy, platform work is coming. Now freelancer and platform working is now overlapping to each other. But now question is whatever challenges which we are looking, like I was trying to put as a regulator's point of view, somehow you all know ESRM and all those platform has got created. Indian government is also concerned it, and I had got an academic expert opportunity to work in close association with the government. And what we are looking into, can it be possible like a process reengineering BPR? We look something good, whatever as an employer has got into the government employment, can taken from there, the work culture, the productivity taken from corporate side, and whatever the good is there in the freelancing, all three come together to this gig environment. Ultimately, gig environment is a more transformative, mega productive, and then only it will be possible, like within 20 years of time, the way we want to be in the, front league, we can achieve that target. Whatever the extrapolation which has been there related to quadrillion, dollar of economy, that could be possible. So it will be possible only when we can take best of that, create a facilitation of that nature, and ultimately use AI highly in augmented way. That's what really required, and we have to work together, and that is what the new generation is to be there. Last message to that, I have a very simple is that there is only two innings has to be normally considered and counted. One is the student life. Normally we consider 1 to 25 years of age, followed by another 40, 35 to 40 years of age of the work life. But understand, because of the better lifestyle, now there is a third inning also beyond 60 or 65, and that life is also another 20, 25 years of inning. You all don't feel that it is meant only for young one, it is meant for only young generation. Even those who are at 65, being heading an entrepreneur system, I am inviting now. I have a very good friend who are into defense senior positions. They don't require any initial capital funding. They have a bootstrapping exercise, and I say start working into it. And gig platform is giving you a great opportunity. Your expertise is really required. So new dimension is also coming into this way, and that's the way we are going to transform. Thank you. Thanks a lot for this opportunity.